Look, if the dog barks, he'll fall in that net.
There's a dog.
Maybe he's going to jump right there.
Dog's in the jar.
Primero que nada a mí fue. Hola.
Ya quítate, no estorbes.
All right, welcome to Stand Rock. Stand Rock is 47 feet tall, and the gap from it to the mainland is 5 feet 7 inches. It is the most photographed rock in Wisconsin Dells, and is made famous by the same man that named the Witch's Gulch, Henry Hamilton Bennett. He was a photographer here in the 1800s, and he liked to take pictures of various things in nature and lumber raftsmen. The lumber raftsmen gave him a little bit of a problem because they were typically moving. In the 1800s, it took anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes for a photo to develop, so anything in that photo had to stay completely still for that period of time or would turn out blurry. So to solve his problem, H.H. Bennett created the very first stop-action shutter, and the stop-action shutter can be found in all of your cameras today. But his was just a little bit different. It was called a snapper, and it was made out of just a cigar box and a few rubber bands. With his snapper, H.H. Bennett took pictures of things like lumber raftsmen throwing ropes to one another. But he always had critics. For example, his critics would say that those ropes were held up by wire. So to prove all of them wrong, H.H. Bennett brought his 15-year-old son, Ashley Bennett, to Stand Rock. And H.H. Bennett stood on that rock behind you guys over there. And then he told his son to jump, and he did. He jumped 17 times from the mainland to Stand Rock and back until he got this photo of him right here directly in between the two. He then entered that photo into a competition in Chicago, and he won by a landslide. There was nothing that could compare to his stop-action shutter. And once people got past the shock of a man in mid-air in a photograph, they started to notice all the beautiful scenery in the background. Then they asked H.H. Bennett where they could find such a beautiful place, and he said none other than Wisconsin Dells. So that's truly when the tourist industry started here. It wasn't for those water parks, t-shirt shops, or upside-down houses. It was for Stand Rock and the other beautiful things along the Wisconsin River. So we like to say that you haven't been to Wisconsin Dells unless you've been on a Dells boat tour, because Stand Rock is truly where it all started for the Dells. And at this time, we're going to have our world famous and amazing jumping German Shepherd demonstrate what Ashley Bennett did. So is everybody ready?
Wait,
Yep.
no.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're ready.
He did it.